and welcome to the Phillips Fam Baby Journey. I am Requill.
And I am Derrich.
And we want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button to join the family if you're not already a member. Today we are going to do a Q&A to wrap up our love series. We are celebrating 4 years. That's right. How many, baby?
4.
4 years of marriage. And to commemorate it, we did the love series with you guys on YouTube. The first episode was about...
First came love, the engagement.
And then
came marriage. It's our wedding and all that. Then the baby, legacy.
Look, I gave him a pop quiz. He wasn't ready, y'all.
What was the second one?
It was marriage.
Okay.
First came love, then came marriage, then came the baby and the baby carriage.
All right.
And today comes the Q&A. So thank you to everybody who sent us questions so that we can do this video. So let's jump into it. And you reading?
Let's do it. All right. So from Courtney, his question is, how has the baby affected the intimacy? Has it slowed down, sped up, or question mark?
So I kind of touched on this in last week's video. It's a little harder to do the do when you got a baby in the bed. But for me personally, it was painful even after we were cleared to have sex again for a while. So it's just now becoming comfortable. So I can see it speeding back up or getting back to normal at least, but it has been a little slow initially. But I'm only 3 months postpartum. Y'all like only. It's people already in my mama group that's pregnant already again.
Whoa. That's crazy.
What you got to add to that, babe? What would you say?
I would say definitely during the pregnancy. I think her sex drive was higher. Mine
was crazy.
Mine was lower, just because it's so awkward.
He wasn't attracted to me, y'all.
I was just awkward. The bowling, beach ball there, so couldn't do too much. So that kind of put my sex drive on hold a little bit. And like I said, now we're kind of ramping back up. But overall, I would say the intimacy has certainly been impacted, at least from a sexual standpoint. But we're gonna get back on it, get back right.
Oh, all right, what we got next?
The second question from Jasmine: how is the transition back to work? Are you pumping?
All right, well that's for me because he ain't got no boobs to pump.
Not pumping.
Work has been cool for the most part. They keep me so busy I can barely think about my baby. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but I feel like she's in good hands at the daycare that she's at. Pumping, the first day that I was back, that was a totally new experience because I was pumping 6 times a day and I'm like, oh, this for the birds. I was about ready to quit breastfeeding yet again, but I stuck with it. Now I'm about to 4 times a day pumping for her because my milk is increasing in the supply, so I don't have to pump as much, thank God. What you got next, boo?
So the next question is from Maisha. Do you find yourself more annoyed by your partner than you were before baby?
Look, I'm gonna let you go first. I'm gonna let you.
Oh, this for both of us, huh?
I'm gonna make it for both of us.
Let's see, more annoyed. No, I would say definitely not more annoyed. I would say it seems like from your standpoint that you're more, I guess, not less patient with the baby. So I think kind of more.
I'm less patient?
So
what you mean?
You'd be more fussy more or on edge more than I think previously before baby.
So I'm less patient with you.
Right.
Okay, right. I'm like, well, I'm looking with the baby
me,
like I got all the patience in the world for that little cutie.
For me, it hasn't
you
changed
like,
much.
step to it.
But yeah, something I had to point out to her, I don't know if I had previously, but that's one of my pet peeves. I don't like being fussed at. I don't like who just rushing me or fussing. That annoys me. So I think she has done it more since being pregnant and having a baby. And that, yeah, she got to work on that.
I'm sure I'm annoying the heck out of him because anytime I got the baby, I start treating him like he a slave. Could you bring me a cup of water? Could you bring me a paper towel? Can you bring me the remote control?
That doesn't bother me just because, like I say, you got the baby. But yeah, just the fussing part, I don't like that.
But other than that, I'm not more annoyed, but obviously he is. That's why I let him answer. Oh, what we got next?
Next, namaste. We have, how is Empress adjusting to the baby?
How would you say?
So good. She first couple weeks she essentially ignored her. Like she didn't really pay much attention. Now that she realized Legacy's sticking around for a while, she's been more sniffing her more, and she certainly has some jealousy tendencies where if I'm holding her or Requill's holding Legacy, Empress will come over and try to make us play with her by putting a toy on our lap or nudging us.
Child, I'd be ready to get that dog away.
So she was certainly wants more attention, but as far as them interacting, all she does is sniff her. So they're gonna be best friends. That's her
and
right
that's
now.
when you hear in the background scratching. Child,
she heard her name. Let's see. Next question is Jasmine. What's one thing you wish you would have known / been warned about before being a mom / dad?
I knew breastfeeding was going to be challenging. I just did not know how challenging. In my New Mom Blues video, I gave my struggle with it. And all of a sudden, at around 3.5 weeks, breastfeeding became, non-painful, and I was cool with it. But now, we back to I need to pump. And that's a whole nother story again. Like, gosh, it's just so much extra work. And I just didn't factor, I knew it would be, but I didn't really know. So that's what I would say. How about you? You have anything left?
It's nothing I would say is a surprise. It's just a lot of things. Once you become a parent, you have to experience firsthand. Otherwise, she was just telling you, oh yeah, you're not going to get a lot of sleep. You got to, just babies are all consuming. And you can't put that into perspective until you actually go through it firsthand. So no surprises, but certainly some reality checks once you actually become parents. So it becomes real then, definitely.
Brianna got a couple questions.
Brianna, all right, let's get to it. Was there a discussion had about discipline methods prior to having children? I will answer them as in order.
Well, go ahead. I'll let you handle that one.
Definitely there was a discussion about it because growing up I experienced 2 different parenting styles, 2 different discipline styles. My mother was, she believed in whooping, stitching cords, belts, switches, all of the above, whatever she get her hand on. And but when I was 11, I was moved in with my Uncle Tommy. He raised me until I graduated from high school, and he was opposite. He had a different discipline style where essentially he'll make you do mundane tasks, make you wake up early, just stuff that's going to really inconvenience your life or take away things that you want. And I felt that was a more long-term effective strategy. And even when I got in the military, they use the same type of discipline style. And as we all know, military is highly effective and efficient at instilling discipline in people. So that was something that Requill and I talked extensively about. She knew how I felt about physically whooping kids, and I'm strongly against it. I think it has more negative consequences emotionally, psychologically than good.
You see why I gave him that question and answer? He got in depth with it, so I ain't got to say nothing. So let's go to the next question.
They want to hear what's some of your feedback.
Well, no, I
they
agree
want to know
with
what your
them.
position.
I have no issues with not disciplining our kids physically. I agree with everything he said.
Next question. What were your biggest fears or apprehensions about having children?
For me, because it took a while for us to get to the point where we both wanted kids, I thought it would be a loss of freedom, which it is. Because I'm like, my life is so awesome. I can do what I want, go where I want, spend my money on me and only me. And I'm going to have this baby and I'm going to have to, adjust my whole life. But I love it. It is well worth it. I don't feel as though, if I would have had her, earlier in life, I definitely would not have been ready, and I would have felt as though I was missing out on something. But at this point, I'm 37. I done traveled a lot. I done been to a lot of parties, clubs. I've lived a good life. I'm going to continue to live a good life. And she'll be old enough eventually so that we can start taking her to some of our nicer trips that we want to go on. She's already flown, so she already getting with the program.
No doubt. Same for me, just the freedom, the just major lifestyle adjustments, everything changing. But overall, hasn't been much major changes, stuff that we just can't do anymore. We just have to do it more in moderation, or like, for example, friends having a party tonight and just go out separately sometimes.
Yeah,
so things
I'm
like
gonna be at the house.
Things like that. So it's just switch it up as far as just make sure the baby's taken care of, we still can have fun, have a good life. All right, the third question she has is, what are some of the biggest misconceptions you had about being a parent?
I think that was kind of similar to her initial question about things we wish, well, not her question, but Jasmine's, in regards to what we wish we'd have known before becoming parents. So we're going to skip that.
Next one, do you still want to have more children?
I definitely do. I wanted to have a whole lot more children, but I think I just want to have one.
Well, change your mind.
Breastfeeding. I couldn't imagine having to feed, continuously feed these babies forever.
Yeah, definitely want, I would say one more.
I'm going to have that little boy.
Little boy. So we're looking forward to that. And the last set of questions from Samitria. Do you have separation anxiety?
I don't think I do, really. Like I said, I can go to work and, not be like, oh my God, I wonder what's going on with my baby today. Initially, like the very first couple times that we left her with other people to be babysat, it was kind of like, oh, I want to be able to be close enough to get to her if something's wrong. But I've just gotten used to just having to trust people. Key word is trust. Now, if I don't trust you, then yeah, I'm I'm probably gonna have separation anxiety. Well, first of all, I'm probably not gonna leave my baby with you at all.
Right.
You got any separation anxiety, love?
No separation anxiety. Certainly miss her, and when she comes home, we just can't wait to see her and kiss on her.
Definitely, she'd be so excited to see us.
And say no anxiety.
And I'd be excited to see her.
Sex drive. That one's already answered that one. Who checks on LLP more since starting daycare, you or Derrich?
Honey, that's gonna be me, because I don't think he called a daycare not once to see if she was okay. But I've only tagged on her 3 times. The first day that we took her, the second day, and the third day. After that, I was like, all right, she good. And I just let it be. The ladies there are super nice and friendly, so if there was an issue, they would give me a call. I make sure I keep my cell phone with me at all times, so that if something does arise and to get in contact with me, I'm available to be there to get my baby immediately, okay?
Indeed, indeed.
Well, we want to thank you all for tuning in to our love series. Once again, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We want y'all to join the family. Give this video a big thumbs up. And we out.
Peace.